the button is. And yeah, really means a lot to me. So now we're just going to stop doing standard. We're going to jump into some Goblins Brawl. Just because it's nice to decompress. Oh, stretch the knees, smoke some weed, and just relax. You know, after a long day of standard grinding. This hand is kind of mad, but we'll try it. Plot that thing. Okay. Interesting. We drew our third land, and the third land's really important because that will let us play our legend. As is, we can tell they have counter magic because they're playing Malcolm. We're just going to run this chieftain out into a counter spell because it's a must answer threat. Oh, we didn't put the demonic ruckus on it. I'm so dumb. Well, I make these mistakes so that you don't have to. Swinging, combat damage trigger. Opponent's plan is to do that, and my plan is to do this. Now they counter it. Yeah. But if I draw a land, I can cast it again, and I'm still winning this race. I think that Chieftain is severely underrated. I love this card. The math that this card makes. My favorite my favorite statement in the world is when I'm like, oh, I think you're dead. And they're like, what? Staff of Completion. 3 mana artifact, tap, pay a life, destroy target permanent you own, pay 2 life, add 1 mana of any color, pay 3 life, proliferate, pay 4, draw a card. I mean, they can pay 1 billion life if they want. I see no issue with that. This Trash Master is going to be nasty next turn, but for now, let's just go 1 drop. 1 drop. Combat? Question mark? Kasmaka? This creature, but I'm not going to pay because I can't. Well, yeah. See, opponent, I play Chieftain. I attack with goblins. I win. It's so simple. I kind of want to put Chieftain back in Modern. I really wish he was good enough in Modern. There used to be a time when Chieftain and Pile Driver would go together so beautifully, so perfectly. You would go like turn 1 Skirk, turn 2 Goblin War Chief. Major spells cost 1 less spells at haste. Hold on. Hold the phone. I think I'm effed. I think I might be effed. As the kids say, I'm in a lot of trouble. I got them a 7 though. That's something. They got me at 10, but I don't got a board. And now they can just start like casting spells for free. Removal, okay. Yeah, they're just doing like a bunch of stuff. We might still be able to get there with burn. This target activated ability or triggered ability, choose new targets. I could bounce their Hullbreaker Horror to stay alive. That's 3 mana though. I think I probably have a better shot if I go Frenzied Goblin, Log Mob as blockers. Go to 9. Oh, and they counter it because I forgot they have a free counter spells on my turn because they could just always use this. That's pretty good, man. Good game. We tried. Exactly 9. It's nice when you lose to exactsies. My opponent, you know, they're just complete. Okay. Let's run it back. It was probably a weak keep. I don't know. Oh, that's something that I wanted to change recently. I was looking at the list and I was like, okay, these sprees are not the greatest. Okay, what cards in here are bad? Return the favor? Oh, hell no. Let's go back to goblins. What goblins are we missing? Dynamite Driver is great. Let's play him. Grease Wrench is great. Trichinotics is great. Why am I not doing that? Tunneler is amazing. And now we got too many cards? Okay. Yeah, we'll cut some for sure. This 3-drop is horrible. Every time I look at it, I'm like, why is it in my deck? Borders? What was I thinking? Also, Detective's Phoenix doesn't work. Cursed Mirror is just bad ramp. Aggravated Assault also doesn't work. Let's try it like that. There was a time when I played Muxus and I flipped a bunch of non-goblins and I was like, why am I doing this? Alrighty. Cause I wake up in the morning and I go outside and I take a deep breath and I... I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? If you're not having fun, that's up to you to change. If I'm not having fun, that's my fault. So I do my best to always have fun. Opponent goes turn 1 Forest, Utopia's Brawl in blue. Passes it back. I go turn 2 Mountain Sear Slicer, pass it back. They're looking at their turn 3, having up to 3 mana. Looks like they're leaving up a removal spell, aka bounce. Bounce spell or counter spell. That resolves, so it looks like it's not a counter spell. Looks like might be ramp or a card draw spell. Interesting. They don't do anything. Now they tap out for their legend. No. Wait, this is their legend. Jyoti, Moag Ancient, 4 mana 2/4. When Jyoti enters, create a 1/1 green forest dryad land creature token. For each time you've cast your commander from the command zone this game, beginning of each combat land creatures get +X for X. This creature's power. Okay, so they go up to 3/3 at the beginning of combat. That's cool. What I'm gonna do is I can't Ruin Blast because they're all basics. I think that Inti plus a Braid might be my best line. Both these cards are bad right now. Chain Whirler's going to be good as a surprise. Oh, each combat. That's very strong. So now it's a 3/3. Let's go attack with a 1/1. That's fine. I get another guy. Enters and attacks. I would like to discard this Blood Moon. This at least is a goblin. I'll put a counter on one of them. It will gain trample. And I can cast a Breaches. Psych. That's what I needed. I needed their 2/4 to block. I would like to do this thing. Pass it over. They take more damage, and now I can play this Chain Whirler to get rid of their blocker next turn. They can't cast this now. They can cast it next turn, so I might want to hold this and just play this, perhaps. So if I go to combat next turn, I just attack with my 2 1/1s. I get an extra 1/1 and I ping them to... Oh, what is this? I used to play this card. The issue is this exact situation. My opponent is on a pivotal turn of the game, and they have to do something. They choose to do this, which feels like they're doing something. The turn where they're going to untap with 1 billion mana, they feel like they might be able to win. The issue is now they've... Oh, I should have held that to discard. Now they feel like they're in a better spot, but this turn, I'm going to like basically win the game. I'm going to seal the deal. Not literally winning the game, but getting like as close to winning the game as you physically can. Now I'm in a position where they're at a low enough life total where they can kill any of my important cards as long as they don't have like an actual upheaval, like bounce all non-lands. Then I'm fine. They could definitely have it though. If they bounce all non-lands, I might be in trouble. I have 5 mana of those, so I could double spell right away. Yeah, see? See, that's cool. They have 5 blockers. The issue... Oh! To prove my point, the Battlecry Goblin coming in clutch. So they had 1 billion resources, but they weren't able to use them. And that's ultimately why a card like this is probably bad in Brawl, right? In a 1v1 scenario, you're just taking so much time off while your opponent's still developing their board and accelerating. It seems like a cool card. Playing a bunch of lands is awesome, but sometimes it just drives you in a direction where you end up losing. All right. Playing against Sultai. Sultai ETBs. This hand is bad. That hand is also pretty bad. But we'll try it. I mean, we got a Muxus, so that's something. Yeah. It's something. Right now we have 5 lands, so we can cast this Muxus pretty fairly. What I'm going to do is cast this General Kreat. Sure. Oh, no. Okay. Mana Drain's fine. We just got to play through it. This is how this goes. Deep breath. Reset. Next turn, what are we going to do? What's your spell book? Beginning of upkeep, each opponent loses 2 life. Wait, I can't just... How? Okay, each opponent discards. I guess they'll just show me. Your upkeep, each opponent loses 3 unless that player sacks an online permanent discards. Beginning your upkeep, make a 1/1. Both of these are fine. 4 mana. I want to double spells. We'll go Pashalik plus Scamp. I think I'll lose 3. Okay. I just don't know, like... I've never seen this card before. 5 mana. We could play General Kreat. Start to grind. We could paint your studio, flip cards, look for a land. I think we like playing towards the Muxus. Yeah, there's the land. Oh, and we got a War Chief too. Did I already play a land? Oh, I must have. Surely. We're setting up for next turn, yes. I'll attack with not that one. So it's a 2-1. We trade. I deal 2 to the original, and then I deal 1 to the original. So now they're just 2/2s. I'll lose 3 life. Now I can go land Muxus next turn. Or we could take it safe. Yeah. So we're going to discard 2. This Ray of Bombardment and this Brass's Tunnel Grinder. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Of course, individually. They get all those good goblins out of there. I didn't want those. We want the better goblins. Yeah, like that. Okay, so what we're going to do, if we go War Chief, we have access to 3 mana. It's not enough. We can play a Ringleader. Let's just slam the Muxus. Your ETBs, my ETBs. See? ETBs. Muxus is haste. Why not? I'll trade with your Yarok. I guess it'll just be chumped by a skeleton. That makes sense. I'll sack a rat. Key the Archive's cool. This is a game. Discard of Wilds, okay. Yeah, imagine if you had... Oh, sure, Doomblade's one of them. That makes sense. A ping to your skeleton. Yeah, imagine if your Hydron Archive just conjured a random card into your hand, and then you got to choose what replaced it. Wait, what? I ain't afraid of no ghost. Sack this. Yep. Yep. Okay. We're doing the things. Play the Urbrask's Forge. Play the Fable. Goblins of Haste. Attack. Attack. Maybe not the Goblin. Oh, I like pushing damage. Because the Deface Gallery makes it bigger. Yeah. Now a Goblin dies, I get to shoot the Yarok. And it's got haste, so we might as well save it in case they have a board wipe. They probably tutored for a board wipe. I can sack this treasure. Oh my god. Okay. Opponent, I see you. You can cast that Emergent Ultimatum. What cards you gonna grab? I bet they're 3 board wipes. Do they have 3 monocolored board wipes in their deck? The issue is they get 2. Yeah, don't give you the omniscience. I was thinking about trying to. I was like, I can be cheeky and let them bounce everything. Like, that's fine. I really don't mind. Triple pings. But I really don't want to give them the card advantage of free spells. Because I can play through a board wipe. No issue. So we go land, defaced gallery. We could go reckless lackey, ringleader. But I think getting this Urbrask's Forge down is just so important. So we're going to go actually Urbrask's Forge, lackey. Start rebuilding. Yark the Desecrated. Turns into a good creature. Any graveyard? Do I have something dumb in my graveyard? Do they have something dumb in their graveyard? The Hourglass Coven. But now it double triggers. Okay. Man, if I lose to this Hourglass Coven, I'm going to be so upset. Okay. Each opponent discards a card. Each opponent does the thing. So I got to play out my hand next turn. Thankfully, I have 7 mana. I can do that. Or have an extra card to discard. Okay, so they have 2 discards. And a scry 2. Brotherhood End is actually amazing here. Except it's a base 4/4. Okay. So we definitely do that as our 3. So that means we go Brotherhood End first. Now this will have both have enough damage to trade, so they can't block. And if they do block, then it trades. Pass it over. They attack with the Yarok, go up to 10. Bristly Bill's pretty good. Play a land. We have enough mana to do the Draconautics thing. But is it worth it? We can go make a dragon, give it haste. Yeah, that's probably what we need to do. Just play the Draconautics. Activate, make a dragon. Give the dragon haste. Go to combat. Attack. Yeah. Because why not? Push the damage. Attack early and often. I like the fact that we're trading. That's very good. And we have them dead in the air to this dragon next turn. Good game, opponent. Well played. Well, the goblins are really good. That ringleader at the end. Smoked them. All right. I'm going to say 2 more. We can do 2 more, and then I'm going to go to bed. Oh! Super excited. We're doing the story of Jace right now, which I'm sure everybody's heard 1,000 times, but in case people haven't, and people don't know, I'm putting the YouTube shorts out, and I I'm not the biggest fan of Jace. I really don't like the way that he like manipulates people, and like I'm not a big fan of Blue in general. But reading his story and like learning about him again, it's just always so sad to learn about how he's so smart, but he just is constantly manipulated throughout his entire story. If you want me to do a lore video on a specific character, please just drop a comment down below. I'm always looking for inspiration to do stuff. So nice aggressive hand here. We got an Umbraid as backup. Kind of just slow our opponents down. If they play ramp that's artifact based, we can blow it up. If not, they actually are a blue-black artifact deck, so that's crazy. If not, we can just kill a creature, which is also very nice. We can also just kill this thing, which is insane. Yeah. Russell. Kill the simulacrum. Kill it, opponent. Opponent's like, do I kill this 1/1 goblin? We're going to do the thing. Here's my legend. Counter spell. Yep. Boom. Counter target spell that wasn't cast from its owner's hand. That's really good. Hits your commander every time, so that's awesome to see. They are playing blue-black control. That explains this commander now. I was like, how can you possibly try to win with Rusco? Midnight hours or midnight clocks for the win. But I mean, if you're playing hardcore blue-black control, you're gonna get to 12 pretty fast. Especially because not a lot of decks will have dedicated artifact removal in Brawl, right? It's probably a lot of decks like me that are just trying to race. So if you just play a billion board wipes and I don't have enough artifact hate, I might just lose. So that means I might sandbag this Abrade until I absolutely need it. Okay. With that in mind, it's not a pirate. I think we just play this bad creature. Bad creature, go boom. Sometimes you just got to play into your opponent's removal on purpose. We still have more cards in hand than them. We have this Phyrexian Dragon Engine in the graveyard, and we have this General Kreat in the command zone. If we hit one more land, we're in a great spot. If we don't hit a land, most of our spells are 4 or under, so that means we can cast almost everything in our deck. I feel like I'm in a very good spot, and my opponent's tapping out for a 4-mana 3/3. Yep, Midnight Clock trigger. We drew our land, so we're just going to play our legend. They're probably going to board wipe. Attack. They get to eat one of them, but we get to push for 2. And I feel like I'm in an amazing spot. My opponent's going to board wipe. They're going to try to slow us down. We just get to immediately double spell if we draw land. If not, then we just slam this breaches. Start ramping. Cold Steel Heart. Okay. The goal is going to be to let them get this midnight clock to 10. We can probably afford to let it get to 10, and then we're going to kill it. Which I know is mean, and I'm sorry. Sorry, opponent. I'm sorry. So that means we have to leave up 2 mana this next turn. Play the Bashlick Mons. Go to combat. Attack. Damage Oz. I swear we're going to race. Serum Snare is going to bounce my Bashlick Mons. That's fine. Okay. 12th. All right, they have 2 cards. They activate Hall. So they're going to try to race with Hall. They're saying, I'm going to kill you with this clock, but I'm also going to try to kill you with this giant fish. I think that's fine. Before damage, I'm just going to shatter. And then I think I can grind better than you. I guess we can double spell. No attacks. This one's going to jump that 7/7. Yeah, I mean, Hall is really good, but, you know, I have a billion 1/1s. I'm going to be able to ping you. I mean, I don't understand this one. First strike's very good. Oh, they want a new midnight clock. That makes sense. So next turn they can tap out to make a new clock. But I had to block because I'm at such a low life total. I'll ping their face. Ooh, another land is really good because now we can cast General Kreat. And we can race. Treasure. Yeah. Ping. Damages. 14. I will throw General Kreat in front of the 7/7 if they do that. They do not. They instead elect to make another midnight clock and try to grind. Okay. And we get to do some crazy things. Reckless Lackey pings them. Bitter Reunion. Pitching Brass's Tonal Grinder. Draw 2. Land. Indomitable Creativity. 1, 2. Yeah. Hit 2. I would like to target a goblin, and I would like to target this treasure. Auto pay. All right, give me 2 good creatures and or artifacts. Oh, object to copy A. These are all legends, so that's bad. I'll make a clock. Passionate Ventures and pings. Okay, I got a clock now. Look at this. I can't set. Oh, wait. Oh, this taps for a blue. I would like to give my things haste. Go to combat and attack. Target creature can't block. And treasure. Well, this is kind of crazy. Good game, opponent. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to let you do your blocks, and I'm going to see if the damages end up doing it. But this has been a good game. Yeah, good game, opponent. Well played. Okay. We can do one more brawl, maybe 2 if we're feeling good, but then I'm going to crash. I really appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for watching. I'm going to be streaming Goblins every single day. So if you enjoy Goblins content, hit that subscribe button, hit that like. Really appreciate it. It shows me that you enjoy what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing, and I'm never going to stop. But look at this. We get to go General Kreat and Cranko. Something's wrong with me. Meanwhile, my opponent's playing Vornklex, so let's punish him. All right, fingers crossed. Opponent's probably trying to decide whether or not they should take their free mulligan. They're like, this hand's medium, but it could be better. The issue is, if you mulligan a hand that's medium, you're probably going to find a hand that's unplayable in one way or the other. Variance does you like that. So sometimes you got to keep a medium hand and hope. Hope that the variance is on your side. Looks like they took the mulligan. Play the Skirk. Pass it through. Skirk's one of those cards that'll keep you constantly pressing your space bar. I feel like I'm playing Tetris when I'm hitting the space bar with Skirk. Okay. I'll go to combat first. I'll attack. 1 free point of damage. Now I'll sack this goblin. Play this General Kreat. Oh, it's an Evolving Wilds in your colors that gains you a life. That's pretty cool. Utopia Sprawl in the Forest. Reliquary Tower. Me personally, not a big fan of the utility lands. I used to have a lot of them in all my decks, and just slowly over time you get to a point where the utility lands actually lose you more games than they win you. If you really think about it, sometimes you just need a lot of basics. Especially in Commander, right? It's less about like what cool slots you can have and more about like, like what are you doing? So General Kreat here is pretty good. They need to have a fight spell, otherwise they just kind of lose. We're not going to attack with the Krenko's really busted here. If they don't have a fight spell, they just lose because they tap it and I win. General Kreat's the card that is replacing Krenko as like the legend because it's 1 mana cheaper. It's a Rabble Master that sits in your command zone, and it's your Impact Tremors. Imagine if in your Krenko deck you could have an Impact Tremors in the command zone. It's that good. They tapped out for their legend. It's pretty hot. Fight spell. Ronus the Indomitable is beautiful. I love Ronus. However, we drew actual factual Impact Tremors. That's so hot. Double triggers. Sometimes you don't need to attack. Sometimes you just need to tap your Krenko. I mean, that's pretty fucking awesome. GG's opponent. Well played. Okay. Well, I probably got to crash. It's 1:20 in the morning, but I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow with another Goblin stream. And till then, this has been Jack, also known as Goblin Ringleader, and I hope you have a beautiful night.